so this is probably what most of you are wondering about. You know how I put that little bubble of Loki and I on top of the gameplay and it looks pretty cool? Well, basically, that's called a mask. And how that works is you have to bring a video down into your timeline, and it's best to pause it, helps you understand what you're doing. So once you're clicked on the video that you want to put a mask on, you press Designer and go down to Mask Designer. So in PowerDirector 16, it has quite a large option for mask. You can pick square masks, ones that have a little bit more of a rounded edge. You can get a heart. You can even change the size if you want. Also, there's an option to maintain aspect ratio, which basically means, does it keep the normal shape of the heart, or does it get a little warped when you change the size? So as you can tell, without it, the heart gets a little warped. But when you check mark the aspect ratio box, the heart will always stay the same shape. Now, for another little tip, in the PowerDirector 16, you are able to create your own mask. So I go into the Paint program, and I made something where it has a black background and a white bubble. So now I can take this mask, and as you can tell, I made it look blotchy on the edges, and you'll see why in a minute. So I can now take that mask and put it over myself or Loki. And when it comes to my mask, I don't like to keep the aspect ratio, because that means I can make it a little smaller or bigger on the sides, right? So I can go over to this side over here and bring him in. So you can see it does move it a little bit, but every time you wiggle it in, it gets smaller and smaller. And the same for the top. Now, for the effect that everybody wants to know to make it look pretty, that is called feathering radius. As you can tell, as I drag this up, it adds a more feathered effect. Now, typically I find that with it at 10, it's too much of a feathering effect. So I like to keep it at 6. I find like that's just nice for my videos. And when you are completed with your mask, you press OK. And there you go. Now we have a video where you can only see Loki. Hope to see you next time.
Alright YouTube, thanks for watching.
Bye.
And we will see you next time.